Hi, babies. Welcome back to the Double Gemini podcast. I'm your host, Taylor.
I'm Gabby.
And we have like a really chaotic episode for you guys today. We're going to be talking about male horror stories. And by that, I mean every man we've ever met in our lives. Because, I was thinking about it and there's just so many cringy stories that we've been told and also that have happened in our vicinity, like while we're with the dudes. So I think it's time we share them with you.
Like we could write just like a memoir of all of our encounters and it would sell.
I think so too.
It's just titled, Does anyone else have the same experiences?
Oh my God. I'm like trying to rack my brain right now to think about stories and stuff that oh my God.
Some are traumatizing, not in like a real heavy trauma, but more in like a why the fuck did we ever allow this man into our lives kind of way.
Yeah. Oh my God. Some of this might be like uncomfy. I think we're gonna refrain from saying most of their names.
Yeah. We'll tell each other who it is in the beginning, and then we can cut it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys won't know exactly who they are, but if you're friends with us or you know us, then you know exactly who we're gonna be talking about, because you've probably heard these stories before.
And we're gonna come up with code names, so
oh my God, we have to.
In the off chance that they'll hear this.
I really kind of hope they listen to this, and then we're just gonna drag them through the mud.
Oh God. Men just need to listen to women in general, and maybe we wouldn't have these stories in the first place.
You know what I've been seeing on TikTok a lot lately is women written by men. No, I mean, oh my God, ew, what an awful concept. No, men written by women. And I saw this one TikTok that was like me realizing my future like partner isn't gonna be a man written by a woman. So that's pretty funny. But these stories of these men are definitely not written by women. We can't make this shit up.
Trigger warning, men.
Oh my God.
Just in general.
No, I thought of this idea because the other night I was laying in bed and my tooth really hurt. Okay, right? I think we should just jump right in. And my tooth, like, I have this like fucked up tooth. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, God, my fucking tooth hurts. Like, I wish it wouldn't right now. And then I start thinking about this dude that I was talking to for a while. And I mean, like, we talked for how long do you say? Like, maybe almost a year.
Yeah.
Like a while. And he was, I digged him. He was an asshole. Yeah, he's freaking out right now already.
I already know the story. I'm already like
and so one time he comes to our apartment. Oh my God, I have to preface that he didn't ask to come over. He like vaguely mentioned plans and was like, oh, like we could hang out tomorrow. He kind of like lived far away and didn't come over. And I remember you flag number one. Gym. Do you remember this? We're in the gym and he texted me and he was like, I'm here. And I go, what?
Yeah.
And then I look at you and I go, he's here. And then I remember you like kind of got upset and you were like, you didn't ask if he could come over. And I was like, I straight up did not know that he was coming over. Like, I thought he was full of shit that he wanted to hang out.
Also, did you tell him where we lived or did he just like find you?
No, I think I told him where we lived.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think he like knew, but
I'd hope so.
But so we're hanging out, right? We're sitting on our balcony, just whatever, vibing. And so he starts to tell me this story, and I really don't know why he told me this. Or what
you're not prepared. None of y'all
trigger warning, men. No, so he starts telling me that I don't actually know how this story starts. I don't know why he started telling me this or even how. I just know that he was telling me that when he was younger and when his teeth would start to fall out, um, that he would kind of like rip them out. He would rip them out of his face, like right straight out of his gums.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
he was like, it hurt. And I was like, yeah, you're pulling your baby tooth out of your face. Of course it's gonna hurt. And so then he tells me, well, then I figured out, that an orgasm will act as a pain reliever. And I immediately am like, what the fuck are you about to say to me? What are you about to? So he tells me that, oh my God, I can't. He tells me that when he'd get a loose tooth, he would jerk off. And right as he was about to like finish, he would pull the tooth out at the same time. I just know that I'm pretty sure I ran to you afterwards to tell you that he said this to me because I think I saw him differently from this day on.
I would have too. I would have not talked to him anymore. That's absolutely like, I have never met anybody who would willingly admit that.
I've never met anyone who would even think to do that. Well, now I obviously have met somebody that does that. But I asked, I was like, so do you have to like rip out your teeth every time that you jerk off now? Like, is it like a response to like getting off that you need to like rip your teeth out? And he was like, no, nothing weird like that. I was like, what the fuck? This is weird. It's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was absolutely terrifying that he told me that. And I really blocked it out of my mind until like the other night when I was thinking about my tooth, and not that I was gonna jerk off and pull my teeth out. Like it just somehow wormed its way back into my mind. It was terrifying.
Yeah, that's literally who would even think of that either?
Right. And also the thing that scares me is you're pretty young when you lose your teeth, right?
Yeah.
Like, how
Yeah.
old are you when you lose the rest of your teeth? I got mine pulled out of like prematurely. So for a while, I didn't have any baby teeth in my mouth.
You just had no teeth.
I had like 5 teeth missing. But so I don't know how long like the natural cycle of like your teeth actually falling out goes till. Like, how old are you when your teeth stop falling out?
I'd say like 11 tops, right?
That's young, right? Like,
Yeah.
when do people start jerking off? Like,
I don't know.
I don't either. So it must have been like he must have been like 9 or 10 doing this.
That's awful. Why would you ever share that story with literally anybody?
And also like we're on this like kind of date hangout thing, and you tell me that like I met you like once before. I don't know. It was scary though. I was like, he seems kind of like a psycho to tell somebody that. And then
A little bit.
afterwards, he was like, why didn't you make a move? Maybe that's why. Maybe I was so put off by the idea of you jerking off and pulling out your teeth. Anyways,
Yeah. Why
isn't
didn't
that just like a fun opener story for this? Like, I think it
Yeah.
only gets worse from here.
Yeah. So I have a story. It's from high school, which was traumatizing enough that I was on Tinder in high school and met a lot of men that should be in jail right now. Regardless, just gonna preface that, don't have Tinder if you're like 15, 16 years old.
Scary
What
place.
It's terrifying. Anyway, I was with this guy from Tinder. I saw him a couple times at this point. The first time I ever met him, he picked me up at like 9 p.m. and we went on like a drive and got high and shit while my dad was like gone and my mom was on like a work trip. Anyway, This was like the one of the few times we hung out. Oh, also, yeah, he was at my house the first time. I'm really dumb. I was a really dumb kid that was like, I'm mature for my age because I'm talking to all these adult men and all these adult men want me. And now I'm
Ew.
23 and no adult men want me. But it's because I was
No,
a child.
correction. You do not want the men.
That is who wants it.
Right.
Anyway, it was like one of the times we were hanging out and I wasn't able to. I don't know why I couldn't go to his place for some reason. He was like 20 something still living with like his parents.
Because he was a predator.
Yeah, so they didn't like now it makes sense because he didn't want his parents to see that he was bringing home a literal child.
Yeah.
And I didn't invite him to my house because my parents would have been like, where did you even meet this man? And I couldn't be like Tinder because they would have everything taken away.
You should have like
I in hindsight, yeah, I
you
should
needed
have
the internet taken away from you.
literally I should have as soon as I went to high school. And so we came up with what any immature shithead guy would come up with and said to fuck in his car in the parking lot of like a train station.
Why a
There, I have
station?
the sad thing is I have two separate stories of two separate men from hooking up in the same train station.
Why did you pick a train station parking lot?
I don't know. It was empty and it was at night. Don't know.
Oh my god.
And anyway, so we were doing whatever in the back seat of his car. And I was like, I'm not like into this right now. It was like the summer. It was hot. We were sweaty. His car had like crumbs in it. So crumbs were like sticking to my legs. And it's just like, that like sweaty leg crumb moment. And you're like, I just need to like go home because this isn't even fun.
Not the crummies.
Not the crummies and lack of cummies. However,
cummies, not crummies.
and I was like,
oh my god, I'm gonna crack up. Oh god.
And that's not even the worst part of the story.
I'm sorry.
But anyway, I was like, I'm not into this. I want to stop. And he was like grumpy, but he was like, okay, because men suck like that. And he takes off the condom and he was like, as he is putting it back into the condom wrapper, he goes, we can reuse this later.
Because silence is deafening. I
genuinely don't think I saw him ever again after that. However, remember when he was angrily messaging me when he found my Facebook, my Snapchat, my Instagram because I didn't want to end up hooking up with him when I was in college? Do you remember that?
I remember that. He
was like, you fucking bitch, like blah blah, like what, like he like went off and I was like, bruh, first of all, you're in like what?
I feel like I message all the dudes that attack you.
Let me check.
Did I ever message him?
I don't know, but first of all, I never gave him my last name. And I never. Oh yeah, because he was like, "What's up?" Oh wait, you can't see it, but he was like, "What's up? Hi," and then it's like a contact.
Oh, I do remember this.
And yes. to quote him on March 11th of 2019 at 10:21 p.m. Okay, be a dumb fucking cunt, like I care. Bye. And then you just see under. Oh wait, you can't see it. Fuck. But it just says unblock because I was like, I'm not even responding to this motherfucker. I'm just blocking him because he was messaging me on Snapchat too.
Oh my god.
At one point I wanted to hook up with you, but sir, I'm realizing you're a piece of shit.
Dude, after those crumbs, like, no way.
It was literally awful. It was literally awful. And one time I made him dinner too, and he said he didn't want it. I was like,
whoa. That's awful.
I know. It wasn't even bad. I made like a lemon pasta dish. Like it was fucking good.
Wow. What a couple stories to start us off.
I don't know how it can get worse, but I feel like it will.
When you were saying how you guys went and drove around, it made me think about another time that you went out with a dude who just wanted to drive around. I thank God every day that you asked me to go with you because I know for a fact you would have been murdered.
I single-handedly would have been one thing or another, and murdered was in the cards for that, I'm sure.
That was gonna be the last day you were alive if it wasn't for being in that back seat. No,
I
so this
genuinely think so. I genuinely think so.
fucking dude who was a ginger. A ginger. I can't
I
even
didn't
talk.
learn. I
Dated
didn't
one.
learn.
I know. Like, never mind. But no, so I don't even remember this really that much. I try to block it out of my mind, but I think you were like, oh, I want to go out with this dude and we're gonna go drive around. Like, do you want to come with? And I was really surprised that you asked me to go with you because like you never asked me to go with you.
Maybe that's how I knew something was wrong.
I know.
Like something
I was like,
was like,
I was really surprised because like you went on plenty of Tinder dates and like never asked me to go with, rightfully so, because you don't bring your friend on Tinder dates with you. But anyway, so I get in this fucker's car.
cut to
Only playing CDs, and he's
well,
only got like
Kendrick
2
Lamar.
of them. Yeah, both of them are Kendrick Lamar. And nothing wrong with Kendrick Lamar, great fucking rapper, but it was like really aggressive to just have this Kendrick Lamar CD blasting and just driving around. And he used to, oh my god, what did he say? He said everything was gas. Oh my god, that's what it was. He'd be like, this is gas. And I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, I'm pretty sure I might have said nobody says that.
I think you did. But I feel like you had to hold back in fear of you also getting murdered.
Yeah, because if I was aggressive or like my real self, like if I like said the things I wanted to say, I would have also been put in a ditch somewhere. Like we ended up in like South Portland somewhere, like on a dead end. Do you remember that? And it was like,
that was scary.
it was like warehouses around, or like it was a shipping yard or something.
I don't think
I was like, we're gonna die. Like,
I think the funniest thing of this whole situation too is I'm pretty sure we didn't really even talk about it when we got back home. I think we immediately just moved on.
So we moved on so fast. We were in this car for like 2 fucking hours.
It was such a long time.
It was so long. Because he was definitely like expecting to get some like poon or something in like the backseat of his car. But then I was in the
You're just sitting there like
and I remember texting me like, we have to go home. We have to go home. Like it was terrifying, and he was so fucking ugly too.
It was.
And then I'm pretty sure I saw him on Tinder like the next day.
Oh
like,
yeah, he kept making new ones.
Oh my god, yeah, and he would like change his name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's terrifying. Why are you changing your name on Tinder?
I do not know. Oh
Maybe these are all just Tinder horror stories, I think.
Yeah, that's really what it comes down to.
That's where all the men come from.
Tinder.
It's just so funny. Like, this is gas. I was like, oh god, why?
I think that's like the ultimate like scariest thing about being on Tinder in Portland, Maine, was that I would walk down the street just any day of the week and see at least one person that I hooked up with every single time.
We used to match with this one dude. We
called
him Jake from State Farm. I think his name was Jake or Jack or one of those. I don't know why we called him that. We had nicknames for everybody, but but we used to both match with him all the time. Like we would see him and he would always be making new profiles too, or unmatching and matching. Mm-hmm. And I remember one time we were driving like down fucking Congress Street or something, and we see him with his dog too, and his opening line was always like, come cuddle with me and my dog. Like, it was so weird. I don't know if
Like, just
that's
say
what
you
he
want
said
to
to you
fuck.
too, but right, like be straightforward and be like, these are my intentions. Like, and he was like, I want to cuddle. Like, no, you don't. And also, like,
You
don't
want
leave
your
the
dick
dog in the
sucked.
room if you want to fuck anyways. Like, that's kind of strange. But no, so we see him once, and I mean, I think we both just started screaming.
Oh yeah, because we were like, he's real. He exists.
Yeah, we weren't convinced he was real.
No.
Oh my god. I remember, I think in like our first episode, we talked about who should not be named, our good friend, what did we call him? Oh my god, we called him Larry. We called him Larry David. But what did we call his friend? Oh, Keith.
Keith Urban. We cried.
Larry David and Keith Urban. These are a couple of dudes. Did we ever actually tell this story? I don't think we did.
I thought we
think
did.
vaguely said it, but I think, you don't have to go back to our first episode to hear the story.
To start off, they were best friends. I think they still are. I don't know. I don't want to assume that they're not, but maybe. And I think it's funny that we were both talking to a pair of like friends at the same time.
It was right up our alley of something that we would do. Like,
It was
of
very
course,
Broad City.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like Jason Mantzoukas episode.
That's literally what it was. When the DJs trick Abby and Alana into going back to their apartment to have a foursome. That is what this felt like, because Larry kept asking Gabby if we would all hook up together. Mm-hmm. And I was like, this is not happening. No. Like, it's just not. But I was thinking about the other day. I don't remember why I was thinking about this, but I think it was something to do with you at work, because you now work at a coffee shop again. And we used to work at a coffee shop, but this was before you worked there. This is just when I worked there. And Larry came in, and weren't you at the end of the bar? Were you there?
Well, he came in once when we were working because I was in the back. Because remember, I like ran, or you ran to me or something. Because I peeked through the back door hole.
So maybe it was when you were working there.
I think it was.
But either way, he comes up, and we've met him. Like, I've met him before. Like,
I've fucked him at least 3 times at this point.
Yeah. And he comes up to the register, and I just hit him with a brutal, what's the name for the coffee? And this look on this poor boy's face was like, you know me, don't you know me? You don't know me? Like, he was very hurt.
It humbled him a little bit.
It definitely humbled him a lot. And I was like, do I know you? Like, no, I don't think so. It was power moves only.
Literally. Anytime a Tinder hookup would come in, or even a match would come into work, straight to the back. Absolutely not. I'm not dealing with this.
See, like, I never had that happen to me, except Teeth Boy, who came in and he brought me a cookie. And it was nice and polite of him to do. Like, I'm not going to turn down a cookie. And he had like told me that the reason he had matched with me because he saw me at work the week before, or like the day before, because he had come into like our work and recognized me, and he was like, he like told me his drink order and stuff and who he was with. He was like with friends or whatever. And I remembered him, and I was such a bitch to him because he ordered a venti fucking what was it? Vanilla bean frappuccino, like he was a 12-year-old. And it was during a rush, and I remember making it and being like, what the fuck is this dude like making me make him a vanilla bean frappuccino? Like, what the fuck?
I always think it's weird when like adult men, like not like that age, but like 40 and up, order frappuccinos and like frozen drinks. Like,
it's like there's like not any fucking coffee in it. Like, if you want a milkshake, there's plenty of ice cream places around. Like, why don't you just go to the ice cream places and get a milkshake? Because the thing about the frappuccinos were they weren't that good.
No,
Like the
not at
texture
all.
of them is like so thin. I don't know, but
I don't know.
it was, I don't know, it was weird. But we did see a lot of Tinder matches and stuff in the fucking coffee shop more often than
Remember
not.
there was one guy that asked me on Tinder like multiple times if he could crash at my place, and then he came into my work. I didn't really have like long conversations, and I realized I didn't want to hook up with him very fucking
He
quickly.
was grimy.
Yeah, and so for him to come into my work and be like try to talk to, absolutely not. I am not serving you shit. I don't owe you shit.
Mm-mm.
Just because I work here, that's like harassment, bub, whether you know it or not.
Hey, baby boy, that's harassment.
Hey, baby
That's
boy,
stalking.
fuck off. Go get a job.
Oh my god. Yeah. Well, we knew another dude who literally tried to rent out my closet.
I could see him like being happy in it too. The place
Oh,
he
he
ended
would
up
be so
at
happy.
at his friend's house was basically a closet
Yeah,
when he lived
I
next
thought
to
it
the
was like a
washing
hallway.
machine. Yeah, he lived next to the washing machine. It was literally a mattress on the floor.
That's so fucked up. The
And they
other day I was
charged him like $500.
no, he didn't.
It was either
500?
350. It was either 350 or 500. I forget,
You
but he
know
was
what?
paying.
I would too, just because he was such a disaster of a person and
Mhm.
like wrecked shit. So like, yeah, even though he didn't have a bedroom, he still had to pay that much.
Mhm.
I remember he was like, one time he was like, I'll give you $100 if I can stay with you guys for a month. And I was like, that's not happening.
You can pay 3/4 of the rent.
Yeah, because it's a month and we pay a
Mhm.
lot here. No, like I think it was because, um, Oliver would stay there a lot for free, even
Mhm.
though I don't know, was it for free? We made him clean a lot. That was always
Yeah.
fun. We had this friend who kind of slept on our couch for a while, and we would make him deep clean our apartment for
Mhm.
us. And he
If
was
you want to stay
willing.
with us. Yeah, if you want
Yeah,
to stay with us for this long, do your part.
right. But the other dude, he loved trying to get to sleep in my closet. He just like wanted to. I had a walk-in closet. He wanted to move in. He was
I
like,
remember he'd like walk over to it too and like look in.
yeah. He would just walk into my room. I was like, dude, boundaries. Like, what the fuck?
None of them had boundaries.
Not an ounce of them. Oh, like the first time he came over, it was because I don't know. We might have told this story before too, but um, you invited him and another one over,
Mhm.
another one of the boys, and I was asleep. And it was like 2 in the morning and you didn't tell me. And I just remember thinking, like, he if I had walked out and he was in the living room, I would have been convinced a homeless man broke in. I would have been so terrified. Like
You
truly.
would have just been like,
Yeah, you would have just stood there and nodded. He would just like have this dopey fucking look on his face, and we'd be like, okay.
no, I loved when Tiki would hit him under the couch.
Yes.
That was so funny.
It's like what she does to Hayden now. She used to
God,
bully
she's
him
so mean
too.
to Hayden.
No, one time he came over with Burger King and was like, sorry, I didn't get you guys anything. And then just proceeded to eat it in front of us. And we're like, dude is lacking some real social skills and manners, like for real.
I don't think he had the money to buy us food.
I don't think I no, but Burger King's like $1 for like 20 nuggets. Like, but no, I was thinking about the time that my ex-boyfriend, Ken, fuck you, uh, he was trying to explain his occupation to our friend. Oh my god. So he
It
did
was like
like
multiple times.
what was it? Like he was like, I am a wireless LAN engineer, something or other. He just connected wires and like made Wi-Fi happen in places, I guess. I don't fucking know. He explained it to me a million times. I never listened. I didn't fucking care.
Yeah, no.
Why would I care? But our friend, he was dumb as dirt. He had no brain cells. He did not comprehend anything. He
He did
was
too many drugs
fried.
to have any.
Yeah, he was absolutely fried. But Ken comes in and he tries to explain his job to him. And I remember the look on our friend's face where he's just dead eyes. There was nothing behind it. He was not retaining a bit of information. He was just nodding and like smiling.
It's
And
what I do when I don't understand something.
Yep, exactly. And I remember saying to Ken, I was like, knock it off. Like, stop fucking talking about this. Like, he doesn't understand. And our friend was like, yeah, no, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
And he was trying so hard, and it's like, why does it matter?
Right. Like, no one wants to hear you mansplain your stupid ass fucking job.
It's boring as fuck anyway.
Yeah. Like, get a life.
Literally. My God. What else? Like, I know there's shit beyond Portland. There's gotta be.
I don't have much shit beyond Portland. Ever since I've come home, that's kind of just been me vibing.
Well, there's shit before Portland.
There's no shit before Portland for me. So I'm like, I know you've got a lot because you, like you said, you're on Tinder and you found all the predators.
Mm-hmm.
Did they know you were underage?
Um,
Did you tell them?
I did. Like, when it came down to it, they're like, what's your like actual age? I'd be like, oh, I'm 16. But in my bio, I'm pretty sure, or in the age thing, I think it said 18.
Of
Because
course,
it was
'cause
linked.
you actually can't join Tinder unless you're 18.
No, because it was linked to my Facebook because I had to be a certain age to make a Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
So I faked my birthday, and that's, yeah. But if you looked at my pictures, you could clearly tell that I was not
Yeah.
of age at all. There was one guy that I met, and he was super cute. I was 17. He was 27 years old. Let's think about that. Let's think about that. Let's take a moment of silence. My God, that is still 4 years away from us right now. And imagine being 27 and trying to fuck a high schooler.
No.
I'm sorry, not trying to, fucking a high schooler.
No.
Anyway, not even when you're a freshman in college would you think about wanting to fuck a high schooler.
No.
Anyway,
The only time that I think it's somewhat okay, is when, you know, there's a senior in high school and they're dating a freshman in college because, you know, they were already dating. But if
yeah,
you're
that
in college and then you seek out
mhm.
a high schooler, scary.
Yeah, absolutely not. The first man I ever hooked up with was a college student. He went to Mass Art.
Oh my God. Maybe Hayden knows him. Hey, Hayden, do you know
Honestly,
him? What's his
I
name?
hope.
His full name out.
His name was, I think, either Ethan or Evan. I think it was Ethan.
Oh my God, I feel like we know a few. Evan, that was the name of the
Yeah.
dude that we drove around
Yeah.
with. Oh, scary.
Oh my God. But anyway, I was with this 27-year-old adult man. Who knows if he was even older. Scary thing is he was a like a child, either psychologist or worked with children or something, like children, while he was hooking up with a child. And it just concerns me that one, we met up by Mystic Lake, which is a lake that a lot of people drown in. Two, he told me that he thinks I would like psychedelics. He was correct, but still, how did you even know? Three, when I was taking a walk through Mystic like last summer, I found the exact spot and the exact branch, like thing that we hooked up on.
Branch?
And I wanted to die. Yeah, it was like
Were
it's
you
like
in a tree?
No, it was like on the ground. It was like this like thing. I don't know. It was awful. And then we fucked in his car
Awful.
after. We hooked up there and then we fucked in his car after.
Did you have crummies?
No, actually his car was very clean. He had leather seats.
Oh, good for him.
It was because
Fucking
he
a
was
child.
27. Because he
Fucking
was
a child,
27 and he should
but-
have adult seats. Ugh. Like that's literally
adult seats like versus fabric seats are not adult seats. You must have leather seats to be an adult.
But literally
don't fuck children unless you have leather seats.
Well, the first guy I talked about didn't have leather seats.
Of course not, because he had the crummies everywhere.
It was so bad.
I can like
Yeah,
feel
no.
it on my skin like right now. I like want to brush the crumbs off.
The right, the first guy, the mass art guy, he put the seats down in the back, and we like basically like hooked up in the trunk. And then it was during the lightning storm and rainstorm, and he like kicked me out after he was done,
It's like
and I
that.
had to
It's
walk
like
to meet
Edge
my
of 17.
literally, except I was 16 and he was like 20 something.
27 going on Chris Hansen to catch a predator.
Why don't you take a seat?
Take a seat. I'm Chris
Literally,
Hansen.
all these men that I talk to should be in jail.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking like they committed whole ass crimes. And I'm just
Yeah.
like,
And you were like, these are great. Like,
I was like, I'm like with older men, like, blah, blah, blah. And now I'm like,
oh, I just couldn't ever imagine.
mm-mm,
No fucking thanks.
mm-mm.
No.
It's not worth it. Men's validation means nothing
No.
because men
Nothing.
don't matter. Comes full
Men
circle.
don't matter.
Don't matter.
Just scream it to the void. If you're a man and you're listening to this, because I do look at our analytics and we do have some men that listen, you don't matter. Sorry. Oh god.
God.
Take all of this with a grain of salt. Just know that if you're 27 and you're fucking a 16-year-old, you really don't matter.
You literally should be in prison and murdered.
Jail.
Straight to jail.
Right to jail.
Straight to jail.
Wow. Keep going. You're the one with the great stories.
I don't think they're great. I think it's just me trauma dumping, realizing this is awful.
Listen, if I started trauma dumping, then this would be a lot heavier episode. So be thankful at least yours are kind of entertaining. At least you have that going for you, you know.
Well, we don't talk about the traumatizing ones. This is the vaguely
don't.
cringy ones. I think one of like a funnier, not serious story is there was this one guy that I was seeing like 2 years ago. It was like before I started dating Brian, the one that worked at the juice place that had the bougie apartment.
Oh, that you fucked like twice.
Yeah. So I was
Oh, I
seeing,
thought you meant you were dating him. I was like,
oh
were
no,
you?
no, 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 no. It was, I was talking to this guy and I saw him like a couple times. And there was one time we were supposed to meet up and like see each other again. And he canceled on me last minute. I kind of didn't want to go out in the first place because I was like, I have to put in effort and I don't want to like shave and get ready and whatever. Like, it's a lot. It's annoying. So he canceled on me. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And I ended up at the bar that I'd go to with my friend, and he was there with Noah from Mecca.
Mm-hmm.
And Gwen went over to Noah and was like, "Oh my God, hi, what's up?" And the man turns full circle around, looks me dead in the eyes, and like acts as like he was like, "Oh, hi, it's nice to see you." Blah blah blah. Hour like maybe like half hour after we left, I get a message from him on my fucking Instagram and goes, "I was just like it was literally like the paragraph of, like Bo Burnham like I'm sorry, like I didn't mean to like blah, 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 like I'm sorry for canceling." Like I think he just felt very uncomfortable.
It's
But
so
I thought it
funny
was
though.
funny. He was apologizing to me. I was like, I don't fucking care.
Right.
To quote Dan Emotion,
Oh
we
no.
don't fucking care. JK. I think it's so weird that Tana moved into David's old house.
I think so too. But she never
feel like
does
that-
anything that really makes that much sense. So
No, that place has such bad energy.
you know, Khloe Kardashian just admitted to getting a nose job. And that's
Just
it. Yeah.
we been new.
Right. She has a whole new face. And she was like, everyone always is like, you have like face transplants and blah, blah, blah. And I've never done any of that. And like, Kendall was sitting there like, yeah, okay. But
My
I don't know what
God.
just made me think of that. No, fuck, I thought of something.
Yeah, and that same dude that canceled on me, we hooked up, and the next day I went to this like juice place that I liked that I go to like once every 2 weeks, and turns out it was like his first week working there. And I was like, well,
Dude, that
fuck.
juice place was so expensive. And
Oh
for
my God,
what?
I know.
Like,
It was good though. I liked their like bowls because they were only like $12, and then I'd be full for like the
you
day.
literally would buy like a bottle of juice that was like I don't even know.
It was like $12.
It was like so little too. It was
Mhm.
crazy.
It was so
I got a free one of those bottles of juice on my flight back from San Diego when I was in first class,
Mhm.
and I dropped it and it fell down the aisle and then they took it. I was gonna bring it to you because I was like, oh, Gabby would like this, and then I was like,
Just
fuck, because I didn't hold on to it when we were landing, and so it went flying down the fucking
no.
aisle.
It's so funny though.
Right onto my pod.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh fuck, I'm really mad I can't remember what that story was that I was thinking of.
Didn't
Oh,
you
it
think
was
he was
really
married?
what?
Didn't you
Oh,
think
the
he was
juice
married?
dude? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't know if I thought he was married. I think I just had it like a girlfriend or something because his life was like too well put together, and like
Right? Like,
he
how did
sent me
I miss
photos of his
something?
house and like when you're in them, and I was like, dude, like there's no way a man decorated this house or like bought this place. There's like I don't know. I like in my head, the scenario would be like his girlfriend was like long distance or something, and he was fucking on Tinder when she was gone.
You know what? Maybe. I don't know. But that place was nice as hell.
Hmm.
I was like, what did I do to end up in like
I
a
remember because
fancy apartment?
you would send me like pictures of these people's apartment or like whatever,
Mhm.
and you'd be like, it'd be like 7 in the morning, and you wouldn't tell me that you were leaving, and I'd be like, what the fuck? It gave me so much anxiety that you would just like up and leave and not like tell me where you were going because I'm worried about it. I was like, she's gonna get murdered out there. Like she can't do this on her own. Like,
I think the scariest place I ended up was Bayside. Like, fuck driving
yeah.
40 minutes to Gray, Maine in the middle of the night. Bayside was
Oh
terrifying.
my God. Yeah. But well, so there was this apartment building in Portland that was supposed to be like student housing, but a lot of low income people moved in there. And so we knew this one dude that Gabby hooked up with, Gerald, and Gerald's not his real name, but
Oh,
you
I
know
was
the
thinking
gist of it.
Mario. Because I went there.
Oh my God, I forgot Mario lived there too.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, well, so Gerald lived there and
And Luigi lived there.
and so we went there this one time, and this was the first of like a few times for Gabby that she went into this building, but the like emergency red lights were on in the hallways, and so like it looked like we were walking into a murder scene. I'm not even kidding. Like, and then there was like something smeared on the walls and like something kind of probably dead on the floors, and the
Yeah,
apartments
but
weren't bad. Like if
no.
scary people didn't live there, I think it would be fine. Like, or if people didn't smear their shit on the walls, like solid, okay place to live. But yeah,
It was a little scary. It was a little scary.
a little bit. Oh yeah. So you hooked up with another dude that lived there.
Mhm.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, and that's when I accidentally showed up to my critique the next day, drunk as fuck at like
Oh, that was
8:30 in the
so funny.
It was.
Because
I was
what was it? It was lunch or something, and
yeah, I showed up and I was just like, "Ugh."
you came to meet me and you like reeked of liquor, and you were like, I'm still drunk, and I was like, whoa, dude, like what the fuck.
Yeah, I because it was one of the critiques where the film wasn't working out and it turns out it wasn't my fault, it was the camera's fault. So
Hmm.
I already knew the pictures were shit, but then I
So you
was
didn't
drunk,
care.
so I didn't care anymore. It was so funny.
There was always that moment where you knew your work was shit, so you just went in and you were like, whatever. Like
I do better shit most of the time. Fuck this.
that was such a dark time too in our lives. Like we had nothing going good for us, and
No.
and then your photos were just trashed because of the fucking camera.
It was literally like it was supposedly supposed to be one of like the best cameras we had, and the light meter was broke inside, so nothing was like
I remember you retook photos like multiple times too, and every
that
time
one
they just
fucking camera.
yeah.
That's why I was like, I'll use this one and this one. I'm never fucking touching this one again.
Do you remember the girl that broke the camera?
Yeah,
Dropped it
in the
in like the water
ocean.
or something? Yeah.
Oh, I think it was this other girl. She had like these two blonde streaks with brown.
I'm trying to like think of people that we like brought to our apartment. We didn't really bring a lot of people. Because that was like kind of our rule that if we didn't really know them, then they weren't really allowed over. It was broken a couple times, like like when Teeth Boy showed up, or like
Josh.
oh my god,
Like I
I
knew him
have
before,
never
but
been more mad at you than in that moment. I think
when
this
him and
dude,
Genevieve were over.
this dude was a predator. He was an abusive dude, like abused his girlfriend. He was scum. He was the scum of the earth. He like had like a
He
lot of
didn't stab her at
revenge.
that point, did he?
Yes,
No, he
he
didn't.
fucking did. Yes, he did, because you told me about it. You Yeah, he stabbed his
Was it at that
girlfriend.
point?
Yes, that's why I was like, why are you letting him into our home?
Wow, I was really fucked up during this time
Also
then.
had
Jesus
like
Christ.
revenge porn like on his like phone and shit, because he like kept
He had
people's like
videos of
shit and didn't
me.
delete stuff.
Yeah, he had videos of me.
Mm-hmm. And his girlfriend, I think, too, and like somebody else. But and then I leave for a few days, and you're like, oh yeah, I invited him over. I was like, in what fucking world should this dude be allowed into our home? What? And then you brought another friend over, and
Yeah,
she was so terrified of him, and like
yeah,
he was so scared that she never talked to you again.
yeah, yeah,
Like, oh my god. And then you kept talking to him.
yeah. Listen, guys, don't ever take advice from me. I don't use Tinder or any of that shit, and I don't ever plan on using it again.
No. Oh
Never
my
meet
god, I was
any man. Never meet any man. No man on Tinder is worth your
no.
fucking time. I
No, no, no,
promise
no,
you
no,
that.
no. Yeah.
I fucking
The
promise you
only
that.
people that are on Tinder are so desperate. And I mean men.
Like,
I know that women go on there to be like, you know, boosts, because I know that's probably
oh
why
yeah.
I go on there. I was like talking to this dude, and I think this is always the case, but I was talking to him, and he was like, we were just like vibing about like Marvel shit, because in my bio I was like, oh, hold on. Rattling. We were just like talking about Marvel shit, because in my bio I had like, oh, like let's talk about Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Just because I wanted to talk about it with somebody. And then I'm like, we're talking about it for like 5 minutes, and then he's like, why are you on here? And I was
Uh,
like, bleh. Hold on, I
like
actually
literally
think I
fuck
do have
on.
these messages. Let me see if I can find them.
Did you delete him? Because I would have too.
Yeah, no, I definitely did.
I don't blame you. That's awful. My favorite is when men get rejected and then they get angry.
I just hate that, like when you're talking to someone, they had to like 180 the conversation and be like, what are you on here for? And I
Like,
think I
stop.
literally said nothing. I'm like
Mhm.
not on here for anything. And then he was like, haha, me too. I was like, yeah, so that's why you asked, right? That was brutal.
Literally, like,
And he was like, I'm just trying to vibe. I was like, ew. Get
who
out of
are
here.
you?
Yeah, literally. I don't know.
I don't know. It's weird to think this is like totally 180ing a conversation, but it's weird to think that this dude I don't even know how to describe it, like hooked up with over FaceTime is like dead now. Like that's weird to think about.
I'm sorry. What?
Timmy, it happened a
You
couple times.
hooked up over
Or
FaceTime?
like it was like sexting but like jacking off.
Over FaceTime?
Yeah.
Abby, where are your standards?
I literally didn't have any a long time ago. I don't know if I have any now, but
I
they're
don't know if you
somewhat
do
better.
either.
I don't even know. I just go where the wind takes me.
That's not better.
No.
Like, that's not a better way to live. Oh my god.
But yeah, it's fucking dead. And that's weird to think about.
R.I.P. Tim.
But not R.I.P.
Yeah. Wasn't he like he was also a predator?
Yeah, he turned out to be a pedophile. I found that out after he died.
Oh my god, why does everyone you know a pedophile?
Bro, I hung out with the wrong people.
Yeah.
And I trusted too many adult men at a very young age. And
I literally think until you met me. I think sorry, keep going.
No one was there to tell me that I was being stupid.
I'm so glad I'm here for you to tell you that you're stupid. Because I feel like until you met me, like if you hadn't met me, then you would have still been doing this, or you would have been dead in a ditch somewhere because of that dude with the car. Like, it's terrifying.
It is a little scary.
I don't know.
If anything, this should deter you from ever meeting men on Tinder, because pretty much all of these stories have been about men from Tinder.
Yeah, let's think of someone not from Tinder.
They're still bad.
Yeah, those are the worst ones too.
I know, literally. You know what? Maybe Tinder wasn't so bad.
Fuck, my headphones came out. Fuck. Oh no. You know what? I think the general consensus is men don't matter. So the other day I was at my sister's and her boyfriend was talking about how he thinks men are gross and he doesn't understand how anyone could be attracted to them. And I was like, that's a great point. I don't understand it either. Men are gross. And Marissa's like, Taylor, all you do is talk about men. I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, Sebastian Stan. I was like, that doesn't fucking count.
Sebastian Stan's hot as fuck. Yeah. What are you talking about?
And Andrew thinks he's ugly.
And what?
Sebastian Stan as Tommy Lee has me acting up. Like, oh my god. No. Andrew thinks Sebastian Stan's ugly. So Andrew's on my shit list. No, Andrew thinks he's ugly and I'm mad about it because I think Sebastian Stan is actually the hottest person in the world. So because he is. He's so fine. Everything about him. And he didn't get nominated for any Emmys for Falcon and the Winter Soldier. But Don Cheadle did? What? Oh my god, I can't get into it. Bucky Barnes did not sob his little heart out in Wakanda after being freed from his trigger words in order to not get nominated for an Emmy, but that's fine. WandaVision got nominated for 23 though.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So that's pretty wild.
That's fun.
Okay, back on track.
Okay. I guess moral of the story, it doesn't matter what platform or how you meet them, men are just gonna like fuck you up for like a long time.
So long.
Because like when you hear stories about like us, for example, of men that are no longer in their lives, there's obviously a horrible reason they're no longer in their lives.
Yeah.
So
like my ex-boyfriend literally made someone want to commit a sui and then they did it and he acted like it wasn't his fault.
Yeah. And one of mine pretended to have a brain tumor and then didn't die. So
oh my god. I forget about that all the time. And then you like kept talking to him again like sophomore year. You were like, I think we're gonna get back together. I was like, dude, stop it. I should have had a spray bottle for you too.
Literally. Back then. Just a gun. Stop it.
Just pulls out a Glock. Stop.
Tiki was
imagine if I had a gun.
No.
No, I don't want one. Just imagine how chaotic it would be if I did.
Literally be awful.
I just whip it out, and you'd be like, stop. Be like, put it down.
Stop it. Get some help.
Get some help. He needs some milk.
You need some milk.
You know, just thinking about the other day, how we used to watch MasterChef.
Oh my God, yeah.
I really miss MasterChef.
I miss MasterChef Junior.
MasterChef Junior was absolutely better because those kids didn't have ego trips and they were also like so talented.
Oh my God, yeah. Seeing those kids cry would make me upset.
I just like remember we used to like make our little dinners and stuff, and then we'd watch MasterChef, and life was good. That or like Handmaids, when Handmaids used to be good.
Oh God, yeah. That was dark times too, though.
Yeah,
The show was upsetting as hell.
awful, absolutely
And
awful.
when we say when it was good, we mean when it was the most traumatizing.
Yeah, honestly, when it wasn't just June Osborne's face close up for 3 hours.
Oh my God, I know.
The question of the hour is, do I really want to go to the grocery store?
I actually got groceries yesterday.
That's smart. I went to the grocery store last night because I had to pick up something for my mom, and I got this package of muffins.
Oh.
I ate half of one, and then the other one I ate last night. But they were really good. I don't know why that matters. But I don't want to go to the grocery store because I hate going to the grocery store because I have to get dressed. But I really want chicken marsala.
You should just go to the grocery store just for the chicken marsala.
I know. No matter what you do, just like really get some standards. This isn't directing at you, Gabi. I'm talking about our audience. Okay. No matter what you do, get some standards and make sure that you check those boxes before you let any man into your life. Especially if they have red flags, like if they wore a black trench coat to school every day in high school, or if
shut up.
or I can't even top that one. This motherfucker. So ex-boyfriend time. He used to wear a black v-neck, black skinny jeans, black leather steel-toed boots, and a black trench coat every fucking day to school. I don't know if this is actually true. Maybe like it's not. Maybe he was making this up. I don't think he was. I don't think he was making it up either, but I just can't. And he was like a ginger, and he was skinny, and he had long hair. He said that he would wear in a low ponytail every day, and that's absolutely terrifying to me. And you know, if you hear something like that from someone that you're like seeing or dating or anything, dump them. Just do it, because there's nothing good that can come out of that ever.
Yeah.
Period poo.
It's on period poo.
I'm like, just, oh, it's so scary.
Literally.
Very scary.
Nothing. The takeaway is that literally what I said before. It doesn't matter where you meet them, they're gonna suck anyway. Like, just make sure you find one that maybe sucks a little less.
Yeah, that's really what it is. As long as they don't suck completely, then I think you're good to go. And if you've already found somebody that doesn't suck, congrats, you did it. You're ahead of us. You're ahead of all of us.
Yeah, you're ahead of like most everyone.
Comment down below what your scariest male encounter is. Yeah. Tell us about time you were trapped in a car listening to Kendrick Lamar. That rhymes. Again, nothing wrong with Kendrick Lamar. He was great.
It was just the person playing it.
And also he didn't change the CD for the whole 2 hours.
Nope. I think it was Damn on repeat.
It was. Yeah. It went. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I think that's the end of this episode.
Yeah.
Because if we talk anymore, we might spiral. I'm serious. Comment down below what your scariest encounter with a man is, because oh my god. No, I can't even get into it. I can't. No. We're ending it here. I was thinking about Chris and all the terrible things that he did and how he also lived in the murdery
Yeah, I thought about that before. It
apartment
made
building.
sense.
And he'd make vlogs about how he was codependent on girls, and he had to really like figure his shit out because he was like a detriment to like society or something.
And then
Which
you
I
bullied
fully
him
agree.
for being it.
Yeah, and I commented on it, and I was like, yo, fuck this is misogynistic as all hell, because it was. And then
It
he put
was.
it on his Facebook, and he was like, this dude is wrong, and everybody was like thinking I was a dude telling him that he was misogynistic. And I was like, imagine thinking that another man is trying to tell you what women think and how they should respond to things. Like, that's even more misogynistic inherently, and that's really problematic. And yet he's continued to make these vlogs until about 2 more, and then they were done, and then he shut them down completely. And then I almost got fired from my job because of him.
Yep. We love a scary man.
Scary.
Mhm.
Okay, I think this is the
Alrighty.
end.
Yeah.
Guys, follow us on Instagram, follow us on TikTok, follow us here, subscribe to us, comment down below, give us a like, give us a subscribe if you're listening on Anchor. Thanks for
Thanks for being on there.
thanks for being here. Like, if you're on Apple Podcasts, thank you. This was chaos. This was just us needing to vent about these stories that we haven't talked about in a minute. And I hope you got some sort of enjoyment out of it. And again, like, I just really wonder what other people have gone through that could be similar to us. Did you date a ginger? Because if you did, I'm really sorry. If you're a ginger listening to this, a ginger man, ginger women are fine. You guys look great.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No, if you're a ginger man, please go like dye your hair or something. Go get a tan. Like, just hide from the world, please. I'm kidding. It's a joke. I'm
And that
kidding.
has been this episode of Double Gemini Podcast. Love you. Bye.
Bye, babies. Any last words?
I got nothing. The takeaway is